Hello, hello and welcome. We are 9 little Aussies living in the USA, building a home where we all belong. Where gardens are cultivated, real food is celebrated, agrarian living is reclaimed, where we choose to walk with wonder and faith, eyes wide open to the beauty of life. Where stories and rhyme are a tether that anchor our hearts to the ancient landmarks our fathers have left for our learning, and where all weary souls may find comfort and rest. It is a grand undertaking, perhaps, but a profoundly simple one. I invite you to join us as we reach for the stars with our feet firmly rooted in love and God's good earth.
Good morning, good morning. Today we are going to be harvesting onions and potatoes. I've got yarrow that has to come out and be put into tinctures. We've just got a lot that needs to come in from the garden today. So let's get to it. This is actually the first year that I have grown onions. I have never tried them before. I've done garlic before, but I haven't done onions. So I think they're ready. They're all falling over. They've all bulbed out pretty nicely. You might see I've put peppers in between, so I'm going to have to harvest them pretty carefully, but we will get them out and see how they look. So I've got this bed cleared out. There's a few, just a small handful that didn't bulb at all. I don't know if I dig down there if they bulbed at all. Like they are maybe starting to, and I honestly don't know if they will now this late, but I'm leaving them in. Number one, we can see what they do, but also because they're in the allium family, they should be a deterrent to pests. So I'm just going to leave them there for that purpose, if nothing else, and they may bulb out, I don't know. So underneath you can see all that where I had the peppers in, so now they'll have space to spread. Now there's one more, believe it or not, in here amongst all this nasturtium that has kind of taken over the bed are jalapenos, but also more onions. Can you see? Let me see. There are onions in here hiding, so I'm going to try and get them. We're getting a nice little harvest of onions. I'm so excited. I have never grown these before, and I honestly for some reason thought, oh, it's going to be tricky. I don't know if I'll get a good harvest, but so exciting. So now the trick is going to be learning how to store them and make them last as long as possible. So if you live in the deep south where it is hot and humid, please tell me, how do you store your onions? I am here for all of your wisdom. Okay, so I have had to pull out a bunch of the nasturtiums that we're taking over. I've left some all climbing up through here, so hopefully they will survive my harsh pruning. I've left a few again of these that didn't bulb, but we did get quite a lot out of the middle here. There's a few jalapenos over there, but I think everything crowded over and there wasn't enough sunlight. This little guy may make it, we'll see. So we've left, there's a weed. We've left the nasturtium there climbing up that way, and I'm going to plant this out with more jalapenos and peppers. Also pulled out this lovely fellow, big dandelion root. So I don't know, I may keep him and do something with that. I have never harvested dandelion root before, but I know it's very good for you. So we'll see, maybe I'll do something with that. Okay, here is my onion hole. So we have a milk crate full, plus this pile. I'm gonna have to count them, I think. But I am so excited by all of those onions. Okay, so we got 4, 5. All right, keep going. Take them off the top, sweetie.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this one's a big one. 11.
$17.
118, 119, 120.
So how many?
120.
No, that one we already counted, I think. So how many?
120.
120 onions. Is that a good
I
harvest?
was hoping like maybe 200.
Oh, you were hoping for 200? Well, I think 120 is pretty good for our first time. Guess, Ty, guess how many onions? We just counted them.
37.
37.
Oh no.
No.
58. No.
Keep guessing.
79. No. 110. No.
Keep going.
121.
Oh, it actually was 120. Yes. And it actually is 121 because I picked one last night and cooked it for my dinner when I got home late.
Wow.
So,
was it good?
It actually was really, really good. I fried it up and cooked it with an egg. It was yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
121 onions.
Let's do the potatoes.
Yes, potatoes now.
Yeah.
Don't you mess up my gardens, you little kitties. Hey, up out of there. Up out of there.
That was just in one day.
Yes, it's covered, isn't it? Lots of sunflowers.
We have some inside, right?
Mm-hmm. We picked some and there's...
Maple. Maple. Maple.
It's like a sunflower tree.
Yeah, Mama.
Okay, this yarrow probably should have been harvested a few days ago when it was kind of just coming out like this one. But we just had such a busy week. I haven't been able to get out here. So I'm going to do it now. I think it'll still be good and we'll take it inside. the chook pen, Matilda. What did you go in there for? What are you doing? Matilda is in this side paddock where the chickens free range all day, and I guess she decided to come in here and check out the chook pen.
This is a tidy one. If you guys go through the ones I missed.
Alright, so here's our onion stash. I've hung them on these racks that were being thrown away from a box store, these two shelves, and so we took them home. Going to put the potatoes out here, but we've got a lot more here, and there's still more outside. So I might put some cardboard or wire on those and lay some more potatoes there. Maybe you might have to put some cardboard under the table and lay some there as well. Alright, so the other thing I am doing out here before this big lot of rain comes is I'm taking out a lot of this bed. A lot of it's done. There's mustard greens that are about spent. The rocket or arugula is all going to seed. I have turnips ready to come out over there. There are carrots ready to come out here. We'll leave the flowers. And I just want to show you something. So these are all starting to die back, looking very at the end of their season and their life cycle. But I try not to pull them out unless it's a root crop. I will do that with a root crop. But what I will do, I'll actually just come in here down nice and low at around ground level and cut that off and leave the roots in the ground intact. And the reason I do that is because all of the root system of that plant can now die back and go into the soil
to feed the microbiome of the soil, to build more soil. But also, when you cut it off like that, it does one last little flush of nitrogen through the root system into the soil. So whenever you're harvesting, if you can prune harvest or take whatever leaves you need at a time. Obviously you can't do that with a root vegetable because you want the roots, right? Like if it's a carrot, a turnip, a beetroot, or an onion, like this morning, we need the whole thing because we eat the roots. But if you're not eating the roots, then prune harvesting and prune cleaning at the end of a season allows that plant to just give one last flush of nitrogen every time you pick a leaf off. I mean, they say, you know, legumes, peas and beans are higher in nitrogen, and they call them nitrogen fixers. But all plants actually, when you prune them off, one like a lettuce, one leaf of lettuce, it will stimulate a flush of nitrogen into the soil. And so when you, I'd think, you know, things like beans and legumes do put a lot more nitrogen back into the soil, but still any little bit is good, right? You may as well be feeding your soil while harvesting. So I'm going to go through down here and prune them all off really low, and the chooky looks will love these. They will get those. So I'm just putting them all in this tub for now, and then we'll take them to the chickens. It smells so good. So it is kind of later. I had to run in town for errands. We were rushing. It took us almost all day in between other jobs to harvest all of these potatoes, but we got it done. So look, all these nice clean beds. All of those potatoes are out, and in this one we got them out, and I have replanted some tomatoes and some capsicums, also called bell peppers, along here. So hopefully they will fill out. And down here it's just starting to rain. So we do still have more potatoes, but these ones aren't quite ready because we planted them quite a bit later. So I've got potatoes here, and just in some pockets I put potatoes here and there and everywhere because I had extra potatoes. This is our potato tower, so that'll be curious to see how that goes. I think it was a big day, but it's good to have it all done, all looking nice and clean before we're supposed to have about 3 or 4 days of rain. So I'm really happy to have that done before the rain comes. I was worried that if we had a lot of heavy rain they would rot. There was still quite a lot of small ones, but anyway, we still got a good amount, so I'm happy with it. So over here where we pulled out the onions, I've put more jalapenos in there that were very ready to be planted out, and you can see all where the peppers are doing quite well. They were all under the onions, these ones, and I put a couple more in there. I think they were, yeah, they might have been jalapenos as well. And then I'll have to get these turnips out still. And I don't know, can you see hiding down in there? That is a pepper. I think it's a spicy one, an adapino or something, I think it was called. The onions are all different sizes, but I think this might be our biggest one. Look at that. That is a pretty big onion. They're so pretty. It's so satisfying to see them all hanging up there on my rack to cool.
Well, thank you for hanging out in the garden with me today. It sure feels good, doesn't it, when you get a harvest in? I'm just so excited about the onions because I wasn't sure how they would go. I feel like that was pretty good for a first time harvest, so I'll definitely will be excited to do that again. And the potatoes, that was our first round in, so we'll get them curing. And I have not figured out all the things about what's the word I'm looking for? Storing potatoes, onions in this humid deep south. So if you are in the southern United States and you have ideas, hints, tips, recommendations on how to store potatoes or onions or other things, but in particular I'm interested in those two things right now because there's not enough space in our house to keep all of the potatoes in like temperature controlled, cold, air conditioned sort of environment. But I'm worried about the humidity and what it will do if I don't. So yeah, I'm interested to know what your thoughts are. I'm thinking I will cure them for a week or two, and then I'm hoping to kind of like plait those onions together and be able to hang them. I reckon I could hang a good amount in the house, but the potatoes are a bit trickier. So yeah, hit me with your ideas. I'm keen to hear what they are. I will see you again next time, people. Thank you for watching Sunshine and Raindrops. Until then.